London is an amazing, vibrant city, but I'm sure you're actually tired of just watching videos about the Big Ben, the London Eye, Hyde Park, whatever it is. So in this video, we're going to take a different approach. I'm going to take you on a travel and fitness exploration of London. So we're going to go through a workout, an outdoor swim, and one of the most popping restaurants in London right now. Let's get into it. Welcome to the video, guys. My name is Sebastian and this channel is all about living your best life, travel, fitness, eating well, and just overall good vibes. I filmed this video when I was spending the week with some friends in London. I went with my girlfriend Joanna. It was a really chilled week because we already know London. We actually lived there for 7 months. So we didn't have to do all the touristic stuff and we got to spend some time just chilling, doing our normal routine, just in a different city. So first things first, to get this right out of the way and stick to the most important thing in my routine at least, which is the workout. Muscleworks is my favorite gym in London that I've been to, and today we're going to explore a different one. We're going to explore Muscleworks number 2. Muscleworks 1, the original Muscleworks, is in Bethnal Green in central East London. This one is a bit north. It's closer to Hackney, so I would say around northwestish, but still very central. You can actually get there from Oxford Circus just in, I don't know, 20 to 25 minutes, so not at all bad for a London commute. The gym is on Tyson Road, and from the outside it's pretty inconspicuous. I had to search for a while until I actually found the gym entrance, but then you see that nice blue plaque saying Muscleworks and the vibe just kicks in. The reception area is much like it is in the original Muscleworks, so you've got this reception with their merch, with meals, with supplements that you can get, and you get that gritty vibe straight away. Now it is significantly smaller than the original Muscleworks, but honestly in terms of equipment it wasn't lacking at all. You've got a lot of live fitness and hammer strength equipment, you've got a bit of the old Strive machines, which are the new Prime machines where you can overload certain portions of the strength curve. So overall really good atmosphere, really good equipment. When I went, it was, I believe, 9 AM. There were, I don't know, maybe 10 people in the gym at one time. Bear in mind, this is just a single gym floor. Then you've got the second floor, which is basically cardio, abs, and you've got a fighting ring. But the main workout area is just one single floor. So 10 people in a huge gym, because yeah, it's smaller than the original Muscleworks, but it's still a really huge gym. So it was basically paradise. I got to do every single machine that I wanted. Take a look at some of these clips from my workout. It was a really fun one. I always love to train when I'm on holiday, experiencing these new gyms, new machines, just the overall vibe of the place. So really good workout. Here is an edit. Today it's time to try out a different gym. If you watched my previous video, you know which my favorite London gym is, Muscleworks. Today we're trying out Muscleworks 2. And that is done. Workout complete. For me, that was an absolute success. I could not recommend this gym anymore. And most likely I will actually go there over going to Muscleworks, to the original one, because this one was significantly less crowded and it might actually be closer to the center than, depending on where you are, than going to the original Muscleworks. Now, moving on to the second part of this video. Even though gym is our main activity and that's basically what all of my life is around, gym, workout, fitness, I'm an online coach, I do like to try different sports and challenge myself. Lately I've been learning how to swim. A good friend of mine is a triathlon coach and he used to be a pro swimmer as well, and so he's been coaching me and teaching me how to swim. Before his lessons I literally would almost drown. Right now, I think I'm getting good at it. I have been inactive for the past month because of a shoulder injury, but regardless, I had to go and test out the water when I was in London. Now, this might sound strange. Open water swimming in London. What are you going to do? Jump in the Thames? I mean, you would probably jump out with a dead fish in your mouth, something like that. Not a pleasant experience. We went to Hampstead Heath. Hampstead Heath is this huge park in northern London. So here we are in Hampstead Heath. We've just come in from the train station and we're on our way to the mixed baths, mixed bathing pond, something like that, which is the little lake area where you can actually swim here in Hampstead Heath. So my first open water swimming experience here in London. Actually a really nice day. As you can see, I'm using a short sleeve, so shouldn't be too cold. Really looking forward to it. It's a must go if you want to just chill, have a nice afternoon, take in a bit of the vibes of the locals, because it's a very residential area, even though some tourists do go there. It's a place to go even if you don't want to go and swim. But we went there with one mission, and that was to open water swim. Bear in mind this was May, so it did get pretty chilly, but thankfully we got a really nice sunny day. So it was actually perfect to try this out. Now, this is a big disappointment. This is the first spot for you to swim when you come into the park from where we came in, and unfortunately it's closed. No notice about this, so a bit of a waste of time. We're going to see if another area of the park is swimmable or not, but I'm not very optimistic at the moment. I thought all hope was lost. I thought just because of the season of the year they weren't going to let us swim. It was not going to be feasible. But we did see on the map that then you had the male baths and the female baths. So we made our way over to the male baths because that's what I wanted. I wanted to swim. Joanna didn't at all. Too cold for her. And there we had it. It was actually open. I think we have found success. We've reached the second bathing area and there are people swimming, so it actually looks pretty good. Tem. Oh, lindo. You did have to pay. I was not aware of this. I think it was £4 or £4.50. It seems pricey. Seems pricey for an outdoor lake that's completely green, so I'm not sure about the water quality there, but still, I mean, it was for the experience. Now, if I lived there, would I pay a lot of times to go there and swim? Most likely not. I would rather go to an indoor swimming pool anywhere. A bit of the experience. First of all, Joanna could not come in with me because it was all males, so that was tricky because I wanted to swim and I wanted to get it on camera. So we went around and we found this spot where she could actually stand with the camera and film me. I would need to swim all the way from the entrance to that corner, basically, where she could capture me. So that's what we did. She went to that corner, I went in, changed my clothes, left my clothes there in the locker room, which has no lockers, so be wary of that. I would not advise you to take expensive stuff. I did not know this, so everything went well, but it could have not gone. Jumped in the water. It was 15 degrees or so. I'm used to jumping in cold water, so it wasn't too bad. But the scary bit was that it was completely green. You really could not see anything below. And when you put your foot on the ground, it was just this mossy, wet, I don't know, just yucky floor. So I don't know, it wasn't the most amazing experience, but it was good to get a few laps in. So I did swim all the way over there. Joanna was able to get a few shots for me, but then what I discovered is that when she transferred her files onto the computer, she didn't check for the video files because she usually just takes pictures. So then she wiped the card. So we've got no footage of me swimming. Here's just a clip of me that I took on my iPhone after jumping in, after swimming. Overall, that was a really nice experience. I mean, going to London, you're not expecting to open water swim, at least I wasn't, but I was determined to do it. So this was the perfect spot, and it was actually the perfect day. As you can see, it was really sunny, not at all like London, but it was a lovely May afternoon. So thoroughly enjoyed that. And because the initial spot that we were going to swim in was closed, it actually forced us to walk all through the park until this other section. So just completed the open water swim here in Hampstead Heath. This is a male only bath, so no women allowed. This has a lifeguard. You need to pay £4.50 to get in. You have this restricted area in the pond where you can swim, where you have the rope around. It's pretty deep actually. You don't see a thing below. The water is completely green. The water's around 15 degrees, so relatively chilly, but not too bad actually. Today is also a sunny day, which helps. Overall, it's a nice experience, and I mean, swimming in this park, pretty good if you ask me. So if you want to open water swim, here you can do it, Hampstead Heath. And then you can go for a hike around, you can have a picnic, something like that. So really, really recommend it. Now, the rest of the day after this swim, which was lovely, we did go to Portobello Market, but it was already closed and there wasn't anything to film, so I didn't include that in this video. What I did include is what we had for dinner. There's this big chain called Big Mama, and they've got a bunch of popping restaurants, not just in London, it's all around Europe. You've got a few in France, in Paris, which a few friends of mine have been to and really, really recommend. But this one was one that we had seen, highly recommended, and we wanted to go and check it out. Circolo Popolare. I had not seen any pictures, I had just seen the menu. I don't like seeing previews of stuff. If it's got a good recommendation, if the menu looks good, I'll go. I don't want to see the rest because I want to be surprised. And surprised I was. So we had a reservation. Must have a reservation because this is on demand. It's always full. It's very difficult to get a table, and it's difficult to get a reservation as well. We did this with 3 or 4 days in advance, the reservation, so bear that in mind. As soon as we walk in, the restaurant is huge. You've got these really high ceilings. I don't know, about 6 meter ceilings, something like that. So not at all what you would expect in London. You're used to these crammed apartments, I don't know, very cozy nook sort of places. So this was a huge open space, not at all what I expected. Then they've got this nice tropical decoration. They've got a bunch of bottles around. They've got these plates. I don't know, it's just this, it looks Greek, Italian, just Mediterranean island vibe. The music was pretty lively, the crowds were lively. The waiters took us to our table. They were really friendly. We had a few of them throughout the night. It wasn't always the same waiter. We sat down in this booth on the right corner of the restaurant. So it was pretty reserved, even though this is a large open space, so it was nice to sit in that booth. We had a bunch of bottles on the wall beside us. It was this nice atmosphere. Then they dimmed the lights as well, so it was really cool. The menu looked pretty impressive, to be honest. You had everything. You had pasta, steaks, you had pizza, and so I had my expectations pretty high. A friend of mine had said that in one of these restaurants, in one of these chains in France, he had actually had the best pizza of his life. And him and I have this very high standard for pizza. We've been trying to find out the best pizza in Portugal and stuff, so I trusted his opinion. So I went for a pizza. But the menu just looked so banging that I could not just have one dish. So I also asked for this crab pasta. Really happy I did that. One thing that I discarded was the steak. I thought, oh, this is an Italian style restaurant, I'm not gonna order a steak. Joanna ordered the steak. That steak was the best thing I had all night. Don't get me wrong, the pizza was really good. The crab pasta was also really good, really tasty, and it was a different taste. I'm not used to having pasta with crab, I don't know, it was a really nice combo. So I definitely would have that again. But Joanna's steak, that was so good. The potatoes were amazing. They had this nice green sauce. It wasn't chimichurri, but it was sort of that, I don't know, amazing steak. So that would be my definite top priority recommendation for that menu. I could not be more happy with this experience. Then I had this cocktail that they had there. It was the Circolo Popolare cocktail. It was sort of like a sangria thing. They had some appetizers. It was this burrata with some bread, which looked really good. That's not really my vibe, but it looked good. That was it. Overall, a really nice, dynamic vibe, really nice plates. The presentation was also really cool. I liked the decoration, and the prices were not too expensive. I mean, it adds up if you get an appetizer, if you get a dish, if you get a cocktail, a dessert. It does add up, and you can easily end up paying £40 per person, but if you just have a main and a drink, you can easily keep it at £20 or something, which is not bad for one of the most popular restaurants in London. And that will conclude this video, guys. Muscleworks 2 workout, open water swimming in Hampstead Heath, and Circolo Popolare for dinner. That was honestly a perfect day for me. That was an extreme vibe, surrounded by good people. Thanks a lot to Bernardo and Alex for hosting us for this week. This was really, really cool. Thank you to Joanna for filming me and stuff. That was also a big help, even though we don't have the footage. So yeah, overall perfect vibe. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up for me throwing myself in that mucky green water for the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more travel and fitness content, and leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. That is all from me, and I will see you in the next one.